What did I write down here on my fancy piece of paper? The next segment is movies. Movies you can watch on Valentine's Day. These are love movies or sci-fi fantasy movies that feature a love story. You're gonna see it's a little bit of overlap with our couples. You're gonna probably hear some. Maybe we'll try to think of some new ones because our list was written before we went through our couples, and you're gonna. So let's just work down the list here. So what do we have? We have Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Talking about Empire Strikes Back, great science fiction love story. Serenity, the story of Mal, and honestly, I would say Firefly and Serenity, because Firefly, the TV series, really builds up the complex relationship between Mal and Inara, and then concludes with the Serenity movie. We talked about Blade Runner, and we talked about Dune. So let's get into a couple we haven't already talked about. Although for some of you, you're probably thrilled because it means the segment won't be as long. Fifth Element.
Oh.
Now there is a phenomenal love story movie in a pure, awesome science fiction space. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Is love. Love is
Fifth
the
element.
fifth element.
I forgot the actual fifth element is love, right? Is love. Wow, it's deep. What else you got? Not to put you on the spot, but what else you got? Science fiction, heavy-duty love story.
Duty. Oh my God.
And you can't go with anything we've talked about. You've already done Flash Gordon. Wow, it's hard that we really have our just set of like 8 movies. And that's it. That's all we know. Our 8 movies.
Go with her. The
Okay, sure.
AI.
The AI and Joaquin Phoenix. Sure, that's a good one. That's a kind of straight. I mean, that's sci-fi undertone, but that's more of a love story, like a very intricate love story that just happens to have AI in it.
That's in the future.
You know, that's where we're going now. Just if it's in the future.
It's science fiction. Well, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know why I'm being so specific and combative about this sort of stuff. I don't know why I'm making
Very
very specific parameters that I want around
I mean,
the love story. I don't have one. I would go with Aliens. I would go with Aliens because at its heart, it's an action movie. It's a sci-fi movie. But there's a developing relationship between Hicks and Ripley that ultimately culminates in the end with
that would be physical.
I'm not. It doesn't have to be physical.
That's more of a respect.
I totally agree with you, but
That's.
I guess it's not so much
romance.
a love. I didn't say it had to be romance. It's a burden. It's a growing love, and sometimes love is in the form of respect. It's not all about the body, Mike. It's not all about the physicality. Sometimes it's about 2 people looking at each other, having gone through hell, and then, realizing that there's a mutual love that has developed between them, but in the form of respect, not physical or lustful love.
I guess.
This shit got heavy. I don't know. I don't think we should do Valentine's Day video podcast again. It's not me. It's him. He's just not. I don't think you're just emotionally ready for what we're talking about here.
Romantic sci-fi movies.
There's clearly a growth and development thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going right to right to what? Any other movies that jump out?
Hey-o.
Any other movies that jump out? The Great Relationship, science fiction movies? No. All right. You know what? Let's just keep chewing along, right? Maybe this will be one of those, the whole podcast is fits right within 30 minutes, which is perfectly fine because anything on Valentine's Day should be as short as possible.